Hey everyone, Joe here. Well, today I'd like to talk about what I think is probably the best entry-level DSLR from Nikon for at least, spring of 2016 until they update it. And that is the Nikon D3300. Now, this is a fantastic little camera that I highly recommend if somebody's wanting to go with Nikon. And actually, me personally, I think this, even though this is just a few dollars more than currently the Canon T5, which, by the way, the T5 is getting updated, here pretty soon. But anyway, the current T5 is only 18 megapixels. This one's 24, so it's only a few dollars more. But hey, it's got more megapixels, but 24 megapixels in the D3300. That's 18 in the T5. And I'm pretty sure that even the T6, when it comes out here in probably a month, it's probably going to stay around 18 megapixels as well. Okay. So let's take a look over here at the camera. I said it is 24.2 megapixel, and it does come with the 18 to 55 VR image stabilized lens, and will shoot 1080p at 60 frames per second. Of course, with sound, they say that. Now it gets you 5 frames per second. Now a lot of people probably think that's kind of slow, and it really is. It's not slow. It really isn't. It's fast enough. For what you're paying for this camera, if you really want to be shooting, wildlife and stuff, you're going to have to go into a higher camera, like the D7100, D7200, D500, something of that nature. But this is more than fast enough for somebody taking, photos of kids' baseball game, football games, and stuff of that. Give and take lighting conditions. Lighting always plays a big part of any camera, especially when you're using a crop sensor camera like this one. But really, for what you're getting here, I think the Nikon's listing is $449. You're getting a lot for this. And let's go over some of the technical specifications right quick. Like I said, it is 24.2 million pixels, 5 frames per second. ISO sensitivity on this one is 100 up to 12,800, expandable up to 25,600. I don't recommend expanding past that, and pretty much sure if you use anything past ISO 3200, like any of these crop sensor cameras on the market, it's going to get really noisy unless it's under really optimal lighting conditions. It is HD video, 1080p, 60 frames per second, up to 60 frames per second. Does 720p up to 60 frames per second. Even does down to the 640 before 24. I don't know if anybody uses VGA anymore. Even people uploading stuff to YouTube don't use anything less than HD 1080p these days. Now it has a 3-inch diagonal screen on it. As far as I know, it's not touchscreen. But the storage media takes regular SD cards, SDHC, and XC, which the HC be like the 32 gigabyte, and XC be like the 64 and 128 gigabyte or larger. So you can pop you a good large memory card in there. And let's go over here. Like I said, it is a single reflex camera. It has a 95% viewfinder coverage. Now that is kind of low, but that's standard in all these. Even if you go over to the Canon T5, it's pretty much the same as well, about 95%. Unless you get a higher end camera that has 100%, don't worry about it. 95, 95, 98, 97. They're all going to have at least a little bit, and you're not going to see that you're going to eventually get something in the photo you didn't want in the photo, you'll have to crop out. That's what I'm trying to get at, but that's common. DX size CMOS sensor, that is the 1.5 times crop APS-C sensor for Nikon. So it is a hint a little bit larger than the Canon 1.6 crop sensors. Not much, just a hint. Most people won't never tell the difference. Let's see if there's anything else I want to go over here. It is a penta mirror, not a penta prism. That's has, in other words, a penta prism would have a slightly, you'll find those in a more higher entry level, enthusiast level cameras and Pro Series cameras. A penta mirror is normal. It's just not as bright, give and take, as a penta mirror, a penta prism, excuse me. But really, most people won't really notice. It's just technically it is. But, let's hop over here to Amazon, because Amazon has some really nice big photos you can look at, compared to the other website here. Go here to the side and scroll this over. You got the front of the camera here. the side. It's very well, nicely laid out camera. As a side, not much to it there. Here's the back. Now the back is very clean, very well laid out. All the buttons you're going to be looking for are going to be right at your fingertips. You shouldn't have any problem navigating this. But anyway, like I said, I highly recommend this camera, especially anybody wanting to get into photography and stuff, and wanting to go with the Nikon route versus the Canon route, because really all the cameras out there on the market are amazing. And it's not really the camera that really makes the difference these days. It's the photographer. Like I said, they're all amazing. As soon as you get out there, you learn lighting, you learn composition, you learn how to, your equipment and everything, what it can do on its own, try to push your equipment to the best possible. Then you'll learn to start taking really great photos and throw in a little bit of luck and get some nice photos in there, and everything turns out really nice. Like I said, all the cameras out there are amazing. That's what I'm trying to get at here. A lot of people think you got to run out and grab the most expensive high-end camera on the market to take great photos, and that's completely absurd. You do not. You throw good glass in front of any of these entry-level bodies, like Sigma art lens, like the 1835 art, or any of the other really nice, good quality lenses from Canon or Nikon onto any of these bodies, and they will all take amazing photos. It's just all up to photographer to learn to be able to do that. So anyway, if you're interested in this camera, I, of course, will have an Amazon link down the bottom to my Amazon affiliate link stuff. So if you do purchase it, and it helps support the channel a little bit. But I know a lot of people wondering, what do I recommend, the Canon, Nikon? To be honest with you, I recommend them all. They're all wonderful. Even the the Sony A6000, A6300 is coming out. Wonderful cameras. But anyway, thought I'd give a shout out for this one. Anybody's wondering what my pick is for Nikon, it's this. When you get to the point where you need a more of a higher end camera body, then you're not going to be ones looking for this video wondering what to get. You'll know what you want later on if you want to go full frame or just go into the enthusiast level APS-C side of things, which is normally what I stick with. I stick with APS-C cameras. But anyway, like I said, when you know what you need, you'll already be at the level you're not looking for advice from other people. But for those who are looking for advice, looking to get their first DSLR and want to go Nikon route, this is the camera to get. This is my recommended pick. And that's it, folks, for this video. Hope you liked the video. Like I said, the link for this camera will be in the description below. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up so it's highly appreciated. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, be sure to subscribe. Subscribing is free. It's for you. And let you know when I release more videos. Until next time, everyone, thanks for watching.
Give it one more chance.